Hi SILEM stars, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then you're welcome to my channel. My name is SILEM. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful side cowl drape top. So if you want to see how we do this, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
So I'm using 1 yard of crepe fabric for this top. You can actually use Duchess satin fabric, which is the fabric that we see in the inspiration video, okay, which you saw at the beginning of this video. So you can use crepe, a very light crepe, by the way. You can use light crepe. You can also use Duchess satin. So as you can see now, I folded my fabric. I'm going to let you know the dimensions later on in the video, but I folded my fabric, I folded the front piece and I folded the back piece as well, and they are on top of each other. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm marking 1 inch from the fold. The reason why I'm marking this 1 inch from the fold is because this top has joining at the center front and center back. It also has a slit at the center front and the center back as well. So I'm marking 1 inch from that fold because I'm going to go back and join it later. Okay, now the next thing I did was I marked my shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder is 14 inches divided by 2. That gave me 7 inches. Now from that 7 inches, I'm marking my sleeve length, which is 11 inches, but I added 1 inch to that 11 inches to make it 12. So from the shoulder, what I marked down for my sleeve is 12 inches. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my neck width. For both the front and the back, that neck width is 3 inches. Then for the neck depth for the back, I'm using 1.5 inches and I'm creating a curve to connect the neck width and the neck depth for the back. Now for the front neckline, it honestly depends on how deep you want the front neckline to be. For me, I want my front neckline to be 7 inches because I don't want my cleavage to show. I just want it to be low enough but not too low. So from that shoulder line, I just came down by 7 inches and I'm connecting that to the neck width with a diagonal line to create that V neckline for the front. Remember, all our measurements are from that line, that allowance line. Now for my sleeve opening, I'm marking 10 inches. So if you want it to be exactly like the thumbnail, you can use 14 inches for the sleeve opening. But for me, I used 10 inches and then I came in by 1.5. After that, I'm just drawing a curve from that sleeve down to the hem. Now, the length of this top is 30 inches. I forgot to mention. The length of this top is 30 inches, okay? Because as you can see from the thumbnail, the top is quite long. So all you want to do is to connect the sleeve to the hem with a curve, which is what I've just done. And then make sure to blend the body of the blouse to the sleeve so that there are no sharp, corners. And then you can go ahead now and just cut it out. Now I want to mention something. This top can actually be cut in 2 ways. You can cut it the way I've done by just folding it regularly, but you can also cut it like a circle, like a flare. Okay, so you simply just fold your fabric the way you would if you were cutting a circle skirt, and then do all your drafting the same way I've shown you. Okay, that's if you want it to drape even more. So that's another way to draft this. So what I did was I came down by half an inch from the shoulder line in order to create my shoulder slope, and I connected that to my my shoulder points. Okay, and then I'm going ahead now to just cut along that shoulder slope and the back neckline. So all I did was I cut only the back neckline and the shoulder slope, as you can see. Later on, I'm going to separate my front and back pieces and then cut the neckline for the front. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just cutting the neckline for the front for only one of the pieces, okay? So that one piece becomes my front and the other becomes my back piece. The next thing I'll do now is to cut along the folds for both the front and the back. Remember, we're going to go back and sew, along that line, okay? But we need to cut and separate the pieces first. Now, I'm going to mark where my slit is going to start from. For me, I want my slit to start at my half length. My half length, which is my shoulder to waist line, is 16 inches. So that's what I'm marking right now. So I'm just going to create a notch at that point, okay? So I'm just going to notch that point. I'll notch the front at that half length point, and then I'll also notch the back as well, just so that I know the point where my slit is going to start from, okay? And also that's also the point where I'm going to stop sewing while joining the two pieces together. Now I'm just going ahead to mark that same allowance line. I'm just marking it because it's actually not showing on the back piece. So now I'm going to sew from the neckline all the way to that half length point, and I'm going to stop right there. I'll do that for the front and the back. Before I join the front pieces together along that allowance line, I actually hemmed the neckline first. I hem the neckline, join the pieces together, and then now I'm going ahead to just fold that slit, and then I'm just pinning it down. So just fold in your slit the way you would if you were hemming, fold in your slits, and then pin it down. Take it to your sewing machine and just sew your slits nice and neat. So I'm going to sew from the hem all the way to the top, across, and back down to the hem. For the back piece, I did the same thing. I joined the pieces together, and then I hem the neck, and I'll now also go ahead to hem the slits as well. Now this is what my back piece looks like. I'm going to place my front piece right sides facing with my back piece, and then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join the shoulders. After joining the shoulders, I will hem the sleeve. Okay, I would hem the sleeve. As you can see, I joined the shoulders and then I've hemmed the sleeve, and then I'm going to go ahead now to join the front and back pieces by the side with 1/2 inch seam allowance. So just sew along that curve, and once you're done with that, obviously give it a good press and you're good to go. Okay, you can also go ahead and weave any allowance that you have and iron your seam allowances open as well. And that's basically what we have here, and this is a finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel a whole lot. Also, don't forget I have a lot of online classes that you can register for. Bustier class, trouser class, corset, name it, I have it. Beginners class, intermediate. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if you want to register for my online classes. Thanks for watching. Bye.